Now, let us see what is a temperature. What do you mean by temperature? See, temperature simply means the degree of hotness or coldness. You are quantitatively measuring that, the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Then, it is difficult to assign numerical values to it. Suppose I touch a body. I may feel it as hot or cold depending upon my body temperature. Okay, another person may feel it as different. So it is difficult to assign numerical values to it. So in order to assign numerical values to it that is common to all the people all around the world, we will study some properties of materials that change with respect to that changes with the temperature in a repeatable and predictable way. That means this should be repeatable. These properties should give the correct value after uh, some time also. And this forms the basis for accurate temperature measurement. Okay, so that means the properties of you are maybe a material like mercury in a thermometer usually used the mercury. So that should be repeatable when the same temperature when the temperature goes up, it should be the property of the material should also change in the same manner as earlier, and it should be easily predicted also. Okay, that is how you measure the temperature of a body. Now we will discuss a law which forms the basis of temperature measurement, and this is nothing but zeroth law of thermodynamics. So zeroth law, you are giving the name zeroth law because this law was introduced after the first law and second law of thermodynamics were introduced. That's why it was given the name zeroth law of thermodynamics. Now, zeroth law of thermodynamics states that if A is in equilibrium with B and if A is in equilibrium with C, then B and C are in equilibrium with each other. That is what zeroth law of thermodynamics states. So that means A and B are in thermal equilibrium and A and C are in thermal equilibrium. Then B and C are also in thermal equilibrium. Okay, this is the zeroth law of thermodynamics. Okay, this forms the basis of temperature measurement because here you can replace one body with a thermometer. Okay, if you replace one body with a thermometer and you can measure the change in property of the material of the mercury in the, let it be mercury thermometer. Then if you change the if you measure the change in uh, property of that mercury, then you can measure the temperature. So this can be replicated with another device also. So let us see how we can measure the temperature. So see how is zeroth law used to measure temperature. So you can see a thermometer. So here you can see that when temperature increases, the mercury rises up. Mercury, the volume of the mercury increases. That is the property that we are making use of here. That is the volume of the mercury. Volume increases, so the mercury rises up. Okay. So this is the thermometer. So the third body here is C. So if the thermometer, if the level of mercury is same for object A and object B, if you measure the temperature of object A and also the object B, if the thermometer level is same for that, that means A and B are at same temperature. Okay. So this is the idea.